Hello and a very warm welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I want to show you some very cheap houses in Portugal. In actual fact, the most expensive house I'm going to show you is only 80,000 euros. Now obviously these are not houses in cities, in big cities in Portugal. They're not by the sea, but if you're prepared to live in a very small town or perhaps a village in Portugal, these could be good options for you. Now the first house I'm going to show you is this house in front of us. It's only 80,000 euros, 3 bedroom, and I believe it's 1 bathroom. So yeah, 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom, nearly 100 square meters, only 80,000 euros, and it's actually in a place called Pena Macor. Now, Pena Macor is in the Castelo Branco district. It has a population of 5,000. It's a picturesque place with nice houses and lovely streets. You can find some good food here, but it obviously is a long way from both Porto and Lisbon, so we are talking well over 200 kilometers away. So I'll repeat again, this is only for people who are happy to live in a small town or village. But let's have a quick look at this house. So that's the actual house itself, nice. There's the garage, kitchen again. There's the living room, so quite a nice living room. There's the terrace. It's a small and narrow terrace, and there are some views. So there's the living room again, bedroom, same bedroom again and again. That's a smaller bedroom, but nevertheless, 3 bedroom place is not bad at all. That's the bathroom, perfectly functional. You might want to do some work to this place, and there's some more storage space. So I think this is a very nice option for those who only want to spend 80,000 euros or so. But that said, there are cheaper places than this house. So I'm going to show you places which are a lot cheaper than this. Now, the second place I want to show you, second house I want to show you, is in a place called Nelas, and the house here is very cheap. Actually, I think of all the houses, this could be the best value money you can find. Now it's in need of some modernization work, but it's detached. It's on 3 floors, 190 square meters, 5 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. That said, perhaps you could convert into a room into another bathroom. Now, before we look at the property, just a very quick description about Nelas. It's not that small, actually. It's a population of 14,400. It's in the central region of Portugal. It's crossed by 2 rivers, very pleasant, some nice noble houses here, and some interesting religious monuments. There's a spa not too far, and you get good wine and cheese here. But obviously it is more than 100 kilometers from the nearest very big city, Porto. But nevertheless, I think this is great value for money. So let's have a look at the house. That's a nice big house. That's the facade of the house, kitchen. So I'm not saying it's brand new. You can do some work here. Bathroom, perhaps some work could be done on the bathroom. And again, bedroom, a living room. So very spacious. Storeroom, which could be another bedroom. There's another room. There's another bedroom. And another bedroom. So, and a storeroom. So I think this property needs some work, but it's only 60,000 euros, and there's a lot of space. So you can do a lot with it. Now, the third place I want to show you is actually, I want to show you this house, which is also, I think, very good value for money. And it's in a place called Regueñas de Monsaraz. So, and it's actually located in the village of Campino. Now, Campino is quite a small place. So it's an actual village, and there's less than 1,000 people living in the village itself. But it's in the Evora district, very nice. As I said, it's 10 kilometers away from a town called Reguengos do Monsaraz. So you can get to the nearest town, but obviously it is a long way. It's 150 kilometers or so away from Lisbon. But I actually think this, if you're happy to live in a village, this house is quite good value for money, only 60,000 euros. There's the facade of the house, entrance, hall, living room. So a nice living room, bathroom, lovely corridor, lovely kitchen, and you can easily eat in the kitchen, bedroom, bedroom, and another bedroom, living area. There's a storeroom, nice staircase which takes you up to a terrace as well. So a nice sized terrace. So it's an actual 3-bedroom, one bathroom house, and it's got a land plot of 105 square meters, and it's in quite good condition. So this is why I also picked this one as well. Now, another property I want to show you is this one here, a detached house for only 60,000 euros, 94 square meters, built on 2 floors, and it's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, so quite a nice advantage to have an extra bathroom. And it's in obviously another small place. So the place we're going to talk about, it's in a place called Villa Velha de Rodao. Now, Villa Velha de Rodao is in the district of Castelbranco again, and it's got a population of 3,500. It's a long way from Lisbon and Porto, so we are talking again 200 kilometers plus, but nevertheless I wanted to show you this house because I actually think it's not a bad one. There's the outside, nice street there. There's another photo of it, massive kitchen. That is a huge kitchen, eating kitchen. And I actually think living room, so there's the living room, it's not in a bad condition. There's the bathroom, quite small. There's a staircase. There's, I think, the second bathroom. Bedroom, corridor, I think that will be another bedroom, and again. So I think this is a nice place, and a nice surrounding areas is very nice as well. So this could be another option. Now, for those really on a tight budget but want to live in Portugal, I found this other option here, and this is the cheapest of the lot, and it is in a place called Aldea Nova. Now, Aldea Nova has a population of, again, it's a very small place. It's less than, well under 1,000 people live here, and it's near Fondao with a population of 10,000 in the Castelbranco district. But again, it's over 200 kilometers away from both Porto and Lisbon. So again, you know, it's not very near a major airport, but I mean, 35,000 euros, that is exceptional value. That's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. So let's have a look at it. That's the photo from the outside. There's a kitchen. So it's a huge kitchen, I've got to say, and a very decent sized living room and a decent sized bedroom. Bathroom perhaps needs a bit of work, but I mean, come on, that is really, really incredible value for money. 35,000 euros, and you are getting quite a decent living space of 90 square meters. Anyway, just one last thing. I don't think these are not investment properties. This is definitely not an investment opportunity. I think these are for people, perhaps retired or perhaps digital nomads, who like living in very, very quiet areas. They love Portugal, but they want to live in a particularly quiet area of Portugal, not too much noise around, and have a very, very quiet lifestyle. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Are you interested in these type of houses in villages or small towns in Portugal, or do you prefer actually living in places like Porto, Lisbon, on the coast, perhaps on the island of Madeira? Please let me know your thoughts. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I shall see you very soon on the next video.